So if you have one of these vehicles, you're in for a real treat, because there's not a single video online that I've seen that is the front struts on this car. So we're going to knock this out together as quickly as possible. This might be a longer video because it's a lot of steps involved. But again, you're in for a real treat, because we're going to figure this out together, and we're going to take care of that battery corrosion for them, because that's not good. That's going to end up eating this all up, and it won't be good. So right off the bat, a couple important informations. They don't make quick struts, so you're going to have to replace everything. And when you're ordering these, you're going to have to look at your, well, you're going to have to look at your actual struts yourself, and hopefully you have some numbers on them, because you need this RPO code right here. This is 80XH and 80XG. One to be a left, one to be a right. There's two different types of struts. This is an active strut, and then there's a non-active strut. I don't understand the difference. Now, you will need a special tool, which we'll get to later, and you're going to have to buy everything. All GM. You're gonna probably don't need this, but we bought them anyways. A couple extra bucks, but at least we'll have everything new. And let's get started. All right, first things first, we got to tear up everything up top because the struts are back there somewhere. There's two caps. Pop that off. Two 15 millimeters. So lefty loosey. This is the first special tool you'll need. It's not really special, but I mean, sometimes you can get these off, but most of the time you can't. So this tool is nice because it just, there you go, fits underneath the arm, and this screw comes down like this, pushes on the stud. And it pulls it right off. It's nice to mark these windshield wipers, but you'll just go by the dirt mark on the glass. And when we line them back up, they work like new. So again, I'm just gonna unscrew this. Make sure it's underneath the arm and locked in. Oh, there we go. There you go, pops right off. There you go. I'm just gonna leave those two together. I never have good luck with these, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. And look at that. Yep, just completely rounded out. You know, once these things get hot, cold, they're shot. That's how we get rid of those. Now I'm gonna do the same for the rest of them. We'll have to replace them. So we got 1, 2 over here, one right in the center. And there's 2 more on that side. So let's get rid of this. All right, where's this hose go? All the way down. That's okay. We don't really have to necessarily remove that hose, because we just need to get to this area right here, which I think there's enough room to get up here where we don't have to remove this motor. But that rusty thing right there is what we need to get at. Let's get this car jacked up. I'm gonna start with this side right here. This is the driver's side, front left, because it is the hardest. I'm using a 24 millimeter socket with a 6-inch extension. Now there's a special tool for this. I'll put it down in the description. I didn't need it for the other side, so I'm not gonna try it on this side, but this bar is making it really hard. We'll try it once. No, we're not gonna try it once. I'm gonna go ahead and just pull off these since it's really easy. Get rid of these bolts. I don't want to round anything. One right there. One right there. And there. Hopefully that'll do it. Like I said, I just don't want to round anything. Oh, much better. Okay, fingers crossed. This hood is in the way. So I'm just going to lift up on the hood. And there it is. Do not lose that, because you will need this later, but that's what it looks like. So like I said, we're just going to put it safely right there. Now we're coming down to probably the... This is probably the hardest thing you're going to do in this whole job, but it's not the most dangerous, but we'll get to that later. Right now, we need to get this sway bar link off. It's a 15 millimeter. Okay, so for this next part, it is 18 millimeter nut with an 18 millimeter wrench. Okay. Don't get rid of those completely yet. We're going to need to put that back on. And same with the bottom one. Okay, one. Okay, now just shake it. Shake it some more. And then remove this. ABS wire. Oh yeah, that rusted in there. Really good. Okay, there's that. Something so you can apply leverage. Now we're just going to shake this loose, pop that out. Oh. You can take out this ABS sensor. That would make this a lot easier, but unfortunately, again, in the Midwest, these might not even come out. So if we try to take that out, we might end up buying another one. So we're just going to take it out like this. Now we get to the fun part. Now what you want to do is you want to get all your new parts laid out. So like here's your new strut. Beautiful. And then lay that down. And here's the new strut mount. It's 2-piece. This goes on like this. And you're going to want a new one of, I mean, I guess you could reuse it all, but again, if you're doing this job, just buy all new. Because this next part sucks. You're going to need a Specialized tools, which this is a spring compressor. I guess you can rent them, but I got this one. I've been using this one for like a bunch of years now. It's OEM tools. So far, so good. And now, what we're going to do is compress the spring. So that'll work right here. You're gonna want to get as many, I don't know, many bars as you can. Let's try this one like this. Put that in here. That one locks in just fine. Right now, let's just get it started and see how it lines up. If you're using OEM tools, it's 19 millimeter. So that's going. Now while you're doing this, don't aim it at you. or anything, because the worst that's going to happen when you take off this bolt and it fails, it's going to shoot that away. Okay, it's going to go that way too, but you know, that... I have two 19mm because that one always gets stuck on the base. I should have did it like this, but I didn't. And I'm going to keep trying it like this because I don't feel like going back. Now I'm going to add an extension because I can no longer reach. Okay. Let's do a little bit more on this other side and we'll be ready to go. Usually I like to hear a little crackle. I didn't hear it yet, so let's a little bit more. But I guess that's as loose as it's going to get. Let's try it. All right, so this is a also a 24mm. Now you're going to want to just go crazy on this, but you're not. So just you're going to want to just a little at a time. You undo it a little bit because it didn't go anywhere. So, and that's stuck. Come on. There you go. All right. So there's that. Here's a washer, so it'll sit like this. I'm gonna break this down for you. Here's that top piece we're gonna replace. Okay, come on. Here's that secondary piece. Here's that rubber boot, which is still good. Okay. Here's your strut. So there's a rubber piece right here, and that's what we're going to have to transfer on because GM wanted to save, you know, 50 cents or whatever they're going to save on the new one. Just going to take this. Oh, I don't know what you're seeing, but anyways, the old one's not really coming back out, so it's done for. So we're gonna just line this back up how it was. There you are. All right, so yeah, just gonna line that back up and send it back through. Oh man, they have these little pegs in there too, supposed to stick, but this one's ripped off. I'll glue it in there if I have to. No, I'm kidding, I won't do that. Okay. Top part's not so important, so this bottom part is, so there. Now it's not going to line up perfectly right now just because the whole thing is separated. You're going to need this guy out of that. We're going to put that down there first. All the way at the bottom. As far down as you can take it right now. Because since the spring is compressed, it's not exactly level. Or in the center of this spring, so. Yeah, we're not exactly worried about too much of this, so. There, just get that at the very bottom right now. Don't worry about it. Okay. Skinny end, flat end, that's where the spring sits. Slap that in there. Now we're going to drive this down. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. that's done, now we're going to take this bottom part, this bump stop right here, and move it all the way up. Just keep sliding it up as high as it'll go. I will take this and pull the boot down. That's it, you just built yourself a strut. Let's go put it in the car. I got it up in the slot. Really nothing special about that. I didn't tighten down all the way, I just put it on there. I like to tighten it when it's all on the ground. So now just push it in, go back and forth like that. Bottom one's a little harder to get to. Nut. Nut. Now slide that back in, slide this back in, and then once I get this new sway bar link in, because this one is kaput, I still haven't received it yet. I already ordered it. It's been on order. I just wanted to get all this done first. Then I'll come back and we'll button up the rest. But yeah, see, you just compressed your own spring. Now that I got the bottom all taken care of, I'm gonna come up here. I got the tires completely on the ground. And you do the same for the other side. Put this back where it was, and then tighten up these two 10mm. You tell if you're in the right spot, if the holes are lined up like they are now. You may not have these laying around, but it's a really simple kit you can buy off of Amazon, and it comes with, there's a bunch of different kits. I mean, there are certain ones that go for certain vehicles, and this one's all for GM stuff, so door panels and everything else that GM uses. So it's a little simple kit. they're junk. I mean, they're absolute junk. Again, those screw-in ones are absolutely pointless. There you go, there's that. And now, well, really easily, just put back your windshield wipers now. Like this one, you know, like I said, match up the dirt on the windshield. So we know that's not it. So right there's looking like where it was. Tighten that down. We'll do the same for the left side. And it goes right there. Now get a hold of it so that you don't spin it as you turn this.
Dad, come on.
And now we test. There you have it. You just want to test it for a little bit to make sure it's, and this is the old path and it's following it perfectly. There you have it. You just replaced front struts on this 2017 Chevy Spark. And let me tell you, the quote for this job was astronomical. I always forget what they are during filming, and hopefully I remember when I edit I can put that on there. And then, you know, you could see how much money you just saved yourself. Like, subscribe, and see you guys next time.